I'm back. Sorry. I had to eat my Taco Bell. I was very hungry. Anyway, so my mentality going into games, and I will admit, let me tell you, it was like not the greatest when I went into my first game. Like, part of that was because I really, didn't like when I started playing. I wasn't really like on any teams, so like playing with people I definitely don't know was definitely very hard to adjust to. Like, I did not know any of these people. I had never met any of them. So great people. They were great people, but I didn't know any of them. I didn't know any of these people that I had, that I played with my first season and in the first game. I didn't know them. So, like, and I think anyone in that league, I didn't know. Like, I just stumbled upon on Google, ladies and gentlemen. And, with the socially awkward person coming into a game, like, I mean, obviously I warmed up to these people, and, like, now, do I still talk to any of them? No. I don't really, like, talk to anyone, because that's just who I am, but, like, I mean, eventually, so we didn't really, like, I don't know, my first season, we didn't really, like, have, like, a set team. Like, it was the same team, but, like, throughout the season, a lot of the players had changed, kinda, in a sense. I don't know, maybe just, like, a lot of, like, inconsistency within the team, like, not anything, like, bad, it's just, I don't know, some people's schedules change, I think, but yeah, no, like, I mean, eventually, and I feel like my mentality has changed a lot, because in my first season when I played, right, I really didn't, like, I knew that, I loved playing soccer, but, like, I really didn't know how to show that, and show, like, that I knew how to play, like, that are, like, maybe, like, knew how to play, but, like, definitely my training, like, the training videos you guys had seen our work, my dad's workout videos, were definitely, not translated on the field. I looked and played like shit. So, and I also had to learn since it's like 6v6 and, small goals, and this field is smaller, I had to learn, I gotta be quicker. I gotta be quick. And I think, I gotta be quick with the fucking ball. Like, I don't have as much space. I'm still working on the space part. That's a different story, but, like, I don't know. I think in, like, the second, or the last, like, game I played in my first season, I think I kind of, I mean, like, I got it, but, like, I didn't realize at the time. I think definitely during the second season I struggled a lot more. I mean, not like, I played a little bit more confidently, I feel like, my second season, when I played out in Hillsboro. So, I played, like, a little bit more confidently, but, I don't know, I just didn't feel like, not in a bad way, I don't know, I just didn't feel like things, like, flowed through the way maybe I wanted them to. So definitely so I, now I've kind of had a little bit of struggles with Hillsboro, but that's because I don't live in Hillsboro, I live in Gresham. So, yeah. Well, so, and then with my third season, obviously I was put on, like, a different team, because a lot of the players from my last team didn't want to play, and there was no team, so I was put on a different team. And we didn't play a whole lot. Like, we played games, but we didn't play a whole lot. And I do know that I scored a goal, but, like, that was it. And I think that was, like, the last game I played with them, too. Like, so I definitely, things got like a little bit better, but not the way I wanted to. And then, in this season, Hillsborough was doing the exact same thing. Also, but I don't have really a good way to get out there, so. And I don't really want to play at 9:20 at night and take the max home, so. No offense, I'm not until, it's Portland. I don't like downtown Portland at 11 o'clock at night. So, anyway, okay, so when I was playing in downtown Portland, Portland State, that has some funny and interesting things to it. So, I wasn't originally planning, right? I wasn't originally planning to play at Portland State. Partly, and this is before, my dad's car broke down, so I was still playing in Hillsborough. And it was my second season, and I was with my team, and we were all talking about, the team was playing better than last season, which we were. And he goes, do you want to play at Portland State? And I'm like, sure. I'm not doing anything on Sundays. And mind you, at this time, I had Mondays off, so, I was fine. But yeah, so I was doing all that, right? And I said, okay. And that was 2 weeks into their season. 2 weeks. So, yeah. So I joined them, and I felt like definitely a little anxious because, especially since I didn't know, I only knew the team name and the team's color. I didn't know any of the players I was playing with. I didn't know what any of these people looked like. It turned out a lot of them, luckily, some of the players on my team, players I had played, I played with them, at Hillsborough, so some of them were actually on my Hillsborough team, right? My Thursday team, right? So, whew. So, and luckily I knew some of them, right? I don't know. I felt like the first season, I really didn't play, the greatest I probably could have. And especially with the Portland League, it's definitely a lot more, I feel like a lot more competitive, or maybe just a lot more physical. So, I'm tiny, and there are what look like some feet tall guys, so. It's a compliment to them. Okay? It's a compliment. I promise. Anyway, so, I don't know, I think something clicked in my head that, I was like, why not just have fun, and that's, inevitably, I think when I've scored some pretty, maybe not awesome goals, but they're pretty good. I've done it for just to have fun and for love of the sport, and I think that my mentality is just have fun. And embarrass the fools, and, embarrass adults who are much older than me, because I like to do that. Sometimes I totally just embarrass myself. But, I remember watching a video on a quote, she's like, what the one thing that you learn, because she was a professional soccer player, right? She goes, the one thing you learn is that you don't have to be perfect at the sport. Coach, they want to just see that you're playing with confidence. So I think that's what the approach I try to take. And yeah, I know that was a really long and stupid explanation for all that, but I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you next week.